Messi or Maradona? Sid Lowe.
How long's this show? Have we really got time for this? We could be here all night. I think it is the impossible question because
we've got literally weeks.
we really have. Right, let's go for it then, shall we? I mean, you're taking players from very different contexts. It's inevitable, the comparison. I quite liked the way that Jorge Valdano put this once when he said, the thing about Messi is that Messi is Maradona every week, and even Maradona wasn't Maradona every week. The consistency, the repetition of brilliance from Messi means that I think when you look at it kind of in objective terms, it's quite difficult not to side with Messi. But I think if you look at the emotional peaks, I think if you look at the personality, which is one of the things that Aguirre was very keen to point out, that this goes beyond purely talent. I think when you look at the significance of Maradona, it's so hard to ever say anyone is bigger than Maradona, particularly when you think back to 1986. Now look, all of us have our biases, and because 1986 for me is very much my kind of first World Cup of discovery, the first sense of seeing something new, and genuinely didn't know much about Maradona until then. I don't think anyone can ever match up to that. And in fact, quite recently I watched the Maradona documentary, and the footage in that is just stunning. And however brilliant Messi is, and without doubt he is in terms of technical quality, in terms of objective measurements, he is the best player I've seen, and I think the best player I ever will see. I just feel like the emotional peaks of Maradona can't be matched.
So you're going Maradona, Sid?
On an emotional level, I'm going Maradona. On an objective level, I think I'm saying Messi.
What?
Emotion.
That is a brilliant bit of copping out.
Ali? Emotion, objective, where are you going with this?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we asked a very impossible question similar to this to Frank Leboeuf in regards to Zidane or Platini. And I'm much like him in saying that the fact that you've played with somebody as he did with Zidane, that humanizes that player. And so in my case, I played against Lionel Messi, and I've covered Lionel Messi since I retired seemingly on a weekly basis. So to no fault of his own, it's almost as if you take Lionel Messi for granted. And the human element of the fact that you've played with a guy, it sort of takes the mystic and the aura and the magic away from the player, because he was a competitor on the field against you. When you talk about Diego Maradona, for me anyways, there is an emotional component and there's a subjective component in that it takes me back to my childhood and to everything that I wanted to be as a player. And you as a kid, everything is magnified. So however great Maradona was, as a kid for me, he was even greater. And to surpass that, it becomes nearly impossible. Now, in terms of what a month can do for a player's career, the 1986 World Cup put Maradona in a whole entirely different conversation. And so forever and ever, we're going to have, whenever is it that this comes up, Messi against Maradona, the one thing that Messi has come up short on is delivering a World Cup. Now, it may be that Higuain didn't put away the chance, and that could make the story different. However, Maradona, in the moment, when it counted, he put that team on his shoulders and carried that group to a World Cup. And so it is impossible to ignore that when evaluating both players. I love me some Lionel Messi. I really, really do, and appreciate the things that he has done over the course of his career. But this is an emotional decision for me, and the fact that Diego Maradona takes me back to my childhood, to where I most enjoy the game, I think I'm going to go with Maradona.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.